Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's record down, and we are now at the point of we finish off the. I repeat again quickly, right? The pillar of the prayer. The first one is standing. Second one, opening takbir, not the hand movement, right? But the Allahu Akbar. Third one, Al-Fatiha. Fourth one, ruku'. Fifth one, rising from bowing. Six is standing up straight. Seven is sujud. Number 8 is rising from prostration. Number 9, sitting between two prostrations. Number 10, being at ease in each of these physical pillars. Number 11, the final tashahud. Number 12, sitting to recite the final tashahud. Number 13, the 2 salams. And number 14, doing the pillars in the order mentioned here. Questions? It's quite straightforward, inshallah. So I'm not talking about other things, so don't get confused. This is just your positions, yeah, to make it the pillar of the prayer. Next one, the obligatory parts of the prayer, yeah, in which there are 8. Right, the first one, takbir other than opening takbir. If I forgot to say, I just move and I forget to say the takbir is his obligatory part. That means you just need to make it up by doing the 2 sujud of forgetfulness. Yeah. Number 2, saying Sami Allahu liman hamida. I know some imams, they say Allahu Akbar and they forget, right? Then you need to do the sujud. Yep. Number 3, saying Rabbana walakal hamd. If you forget to say this, you need to do the sujud. Saying Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. Yeah. Once, went by once. Once is the minimum. Yeah. Number 5, of course, there are other recitations, not just Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. Number 5, saying Subhana Rabbiyal A'la once when prostrating. Number 6, saying Rabbi Ghfirli between the 2 prostrations. Number 7, the first tashahud. First tashahud is not the pillar, it is the obligatory part. Shaitan always play in our minds, isn't it true? Oh, I didn't do this, I do this, then you completely have no khushu in the prayer because of this. So always remember this, yeah, don't worry, is this the obligatory part of the prayer. Number 8, sitting for the first tashahud. That is obligatory part of the prayer. Yep. Any questions?
Making niyat is not obligatory. Making niyat at the beginning.
No, it's not part of this. Yeah. Okay. But because niyat is quite simple, isn't it true? What is niyat? What do you do? It's you. What is this? Just say Isha. That's it. Right? You do not need to say I intend to do and all this kind of thing. Right? No, in the heart.
I am now going
Right?
to pray.
The only intention that you do loud is in the Umrah or Hajj, isn't it true? Then you need to say it. Yeah. Questions?
This is number 4, sir.
Oh.
Number 4 is saying Subhana Rabbiyal Azim or similar once. Right? The other things to say, I'm sure you know. Yeah. Yes.
If you, let's say you're praying in Jama'ah just now, and let's say I forgot to say Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, and I just got up, do I do the sujood of forgetfulness?
No, because
after the salam
no.
before the salam?
You need to do with the Imam, isn't it true? Because
Yeah.
Imam didn't do it, you just end with the Imam.
And then after I end, I just sujood after.
I need to find out about this. Yeah, to be sure about this. Okay. What is not allowed? We discussed before, right? I saw some brothers because the hadith on the fact that there is the best dua is the dua in the prostration. So after Imam says salam, you do your own prostration because you do not want to raise up your hand. You just do prostration to do dua. That's not allowed because the prostration are only specific in other than prayers, right? We discussed yesterday, yeah, about the sujud syukur that you heard good news, Liverpool won. So
That's every week.
sorry, man, tomorrow we're facing you.
But they do it for calamity. They do it.
Don't worry.
They do kunut.
Please don't hold
They do kunut the Manchester United, right?
I'm just looking forward to the wife's sardines.
Inshallah. What was talking about? Oh, the sujud of the sujud, yeah.
Great from
We discussed yesterday. What did you say about sujud tilawah? Yeah. when you come across 15 verses of the Quran, then you do your sujood. So only when there is dalil, then you do sujood. You cannot do sujood anyhow. I want to do sujood now because I want to make more dua. Right? That's not how it is. Yes.
Someone wants to know if you've done the tilawah, you make dua as well. Just asking.
Okay, what is the dua of sujood tilawah? Basyaka sam'ahu wa basarahu bihawli wa quwwatihi fatabarakallahu ahsanul khaliqin. Okay, this is the sunnah. If you do,
Can you make your own private dua as well, like for yourself?
no,
So you can't.
no. If you do not remember this, then do your Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Alright, this is sunnah. Now the sunnah. Now finish the obligatory parts. Walaikum salam. Can you see how they wear? They wear black.
Yeah.
Up to something.
Okay.
It's evil eyes.
Jump first.
No, I told you, careful with button.
Okay. Where's the supply?
They just go back in the drop.
Same as uniform. Sorry. Yeah, please. Somebody completely oblivious of others. Now, okay, now there's a sunnah. That means if you don't do it or do it, it's up to you. But you got reward, of course, of doing it. Yeah. Now is a sunnah words of the prayer. There are 11. The first one is the beginning part. No. Before, before the Al-Fatiha. Yes. Yes. Our side we will say wajjahtu wajhal ladzi fatara samawati wal ardi. So it depends on the hadith that you say, inshallah, right? The dua is a sunnah. If you don't recite the dua before the Al-Fatiha, it doesn't invalid anything. You don't need to do 2 prostrations. It's just a sunnah. Next one, you say a'udhu billahi syaitanir rajim before Al-Fatiha. It is a sunnah. Is it good to recite that? Yes, of course. Because shaitan. Usually it's on the first part, first raka'ah only. But again, it's a sunnah anyway, right? Brothers, saying Bismillah, it is a sunnah part of the prayer. If you don't say Bismillah, it doesn't invalid your Al-Fatiha, right? Number 4, saying Ameen, right? So don't need to quarrel whether it's a loud Ameen, soft Ameen, right? Even though you don't say Ameen, it doesn't invalid your prayer. If it's number 5, saying a surah after Al-Fatiha is a sunnah. It's not an obligatory thing to do, right? Those who are late, we are talking about we discussed about finished about the pillars of the prayer. We discussed about the obligatory part. Now we're talking about sunnah parts of the prayer, right? Now, yes.
Is the sunnah just for the first 2 rounds? The surah after that?
Yes. First 2, right? Number 6, to recite out loud in the case of the imam is a sunnah. So if the imam for Maghrib itself doesn't invalidate the prayer. Yeah. Number 7, saying tahmid. That means Rabbana walakal hamd for one who is not praying behind the imam. Understand?
He's not praying behind.
Yes, for the one who is not praying behind the imam.
Say it out loud.
Yes, it's a sunnah.
Yeah.
Rabbana walakal is a sunnah. If you don't say this, it's fine.
What part do you say that?
After Sami Allah.
Sami Allahu liman hamidah, when you say that Rabbana walakal hamd is a sunnah. It's not obligatory. It's not a pillar of the prayer. Yeah. Yes.
Saying that if we perform as imam, we need to say Rabbana walakal hamd.
Yes. Yeah. Number 8, saying tasbih when bowing more than once, such as second or third time or more. So when you're ruku', right, the minimum is 1 as in obligatory, but the sunnah to do
3 or 5.
3 usually it's 3, inshallah, right? Number 9, saying the tasbih in prostration more than once, same thing as the ruku'. Number 10, to say Rabbi Ighfirli more than once between the 2 prostrations. Usually how many? Twice, not 3 times, yeah, twice. This is one of the rare things is twice. Don't ask why, it's just one of the.
How about reciting tasbih more than 3 times?
Sorry?
Reciting the tasbih in sujood or ruku more than 3 times. Is it allowed?
Yeah, it can be 1, 3, 5 and all this. Yeah, odd numbers. Usually.
Nine.
Yeah. Now, number 11, and this is where people do not get it, right? Saying the prayer, standing prayers upon the family of Prophet ﷺ is a sunnah. It's not obligatory. If you have no time, you can end the prayer after Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Okay, this is the sunnah, the 11 things. Questions? You can see this. I will send it to you, inshallah. Yes.
I heard it's a sunnah to move after the imam moves, not
Yeah.
while the imam moves.
That's just the words. This is the movement.
Like wait till the imam,
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
imam goes to prostrate, you should ideally wait for his head to touch the ground before you go down to prostrate.
But you must not proceed, Imam. Must
Yeah,
not
well,
proceed.
yeah. So like also when you
Yeah,
say
but
Ameen, wait
let's,
till-
let's go through the actions. These are the words, right? Actions. No. Yes.
I heard somewhere that if you forget to do a sunnah, you should still do sujood al-sahw. If you intended to do it but you forgot.
No. Sunnah. Yes. You don't need to do anything. Yeah. Number 1, raising of the hands is a sunnah. It's not even wajib, not obligatory. It's a sunnah. Right. Number 2, raise hands when bowing. Raise hands when rising from bowing. Right. And dropping after that. Number 4 is a sunnah. Number 5, placing the right hand over the left is a sunnah, not an obligatory, not a pillar. Right. So I know you guys are quarreling over those people from Algeria praying that to bring down. Isn't it true? It's a sunnah. All right. Yes.
Someone wants to know, can you use your cat as a sutra?
Sorry.
He said, can you use your cat as a sutra?
Yeah, but the cat is mobile. Sutra must not be
You
mobile.
just move around with
It's
it.
sleeping. It's sleeping.
No, because he's speaking of purchase of the cat, that's why I say he wants a sutra.
That's a good reason.
Precisely. Leave my cat out of this.
He knows that he can't get a
He's
dog.
gonna grab it tomorrow. He's gonna take it home.
Okay. Number 6, looking towards the place of prostration. Is this a sunnah? It means you got a reward, of course, right? But again, one of the things that we discussed yesterday, with things that disliked, is the one to look up at the sky. Yeah. Number 7, standing with the feet apart. It is a sunnah. I know.
But not wide though, Sheikh.
Where's the Asians today?
Yeah, they're not here. They knew you were gonna. They knew you were going over the mistakes in prayer. That's why they didn't show up.
Because they always stand. Sorry, they stand. Asians.
They stand like.
Anybody on my thing? Because they always stand like a girl, is it? Because it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's so you need to spread out because to be stable, isn't it true? Right?
Every time I pray.
Yeah. Yeah, standing with feet apart. Number 8, holding the knees with fingers spread apart when bowing, holding back straight and making the head parallel. So parallel and straighten your hands, and this is the sunnah part. Yeah. Number 10, keeping the elbows away from the sides and the belly from the thighs and the thighs from the calves, keeping the knees apart, holding the feet upright, holding the toes apart from the ground, placing the hands level with the shoulders at the. So this is when you're doing your prostration. Yeah, don't never be on the like a dog, right? Yes.
That's just the sunnah. So if people
Sunnah.
do it, it's okay.
Yeah, but better to advise them. Sunnah is sunnah.
But there's the hadith about don't pray like a dog, like
Yes.
a dog.
Yeah. Okay. Now, sitting muftarishan between 2 prostration. In the first tashahhud, sitting mutawarikan in the second tashahhud. So that means it is a sunnah, and I've never seen many people do it except people from my side of the world. Right? That means you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm having a lot of problem. Can you show it to me?
What is it?
Sitting one on the bum, sitting on the.
Oh, I can do it. Yeah.
Can do it. Can you do it?
You can.
Because I'm having knee problem.
Go give an example.
Arab people do it as well.
Yeah, do it here.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, I can.
I don't do it as. It's like.
You guys are so weak, They're so
Even
young.
though I've got bad knees too.
Okay, so
So I can show my feet.
the sunnah when you sit on the.
The second one is like the second one is just like this. Right?
Yes, this is a normal one, right? So this is sunnah, do like this. So whereas on the last raka'ah is put on your bum on the ground, right? And this is sunnah, so you should do it. Now, if you are praying, this is what the Indonesians got it wrong, Malaysians got it wrong, right? Brothers, listen. And this I seen many Indonesians and Malaysians. If you do the 2 sunnah prayers, you don't do this.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
No Fajr.
You only do for Maghrib, Isha, Dhuhr, Asar. When there are 2 tashahud. Just to differentiate. Even for me, right? When I do my prayer, then sometimes, of course, I'm a human. I may think about something else, no khushu'. Then, I'm sitting here, and now next time I'm sitting there, then this is my last tashahud, right? So it reminds you a lot. It just to differentiate between the first and second tashahud. Understand?
How about Juma prayer?
Sorry?
Juma.
It's 2 rak'ah, right? No. 2 rak'ah, this is where again the Indonesians got it wrong. Malaysians got it wrong because every time the second rak'ah before salam taslim they do sit on the bum, which is the called mutawarikan, right? So only for those prayers that says 2 tashahud.
At least they tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still doing the innovations, isn't it true?
Just done it, right?
Sorry?
Just done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sunnah.
You know,
No, your prayer is invalid.
hold on, let me say something, right? You know Yasin? The people in the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they will always do it because it's a sunnah. For us, we always say, oh, it's a sunnah, is it? Okay, then they don't do it.
No, it's not like him, yeah. My point was that I don't want my last praise to not be.
Every prayer.
Oh yeah,
prayer
of
is not
course,
valid
of
because you
course,
did.
yeah. But seriously, on a serious tone, the Sahaba, they would hold on to the sunnah because it's a sunnah. Because
Because yeah.
no,
Because the Quran says to follow the Prophet.
قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم. Surah number 3, verse number 31. Say, O Muhammad, to mankind, if you love me, then follow me. If you do so, Allah will love you and forgive you of your sins, and He is often forgiving, the most merciful. So to gain Allah's love, you follow the Sunnah. Second important thing was the Hadith Qudsi.
When we do obligatory things, Allah will love us, and when we do voluntary things, Allah will love us more.
Even more, yes.
Even more, and if He loves us, we become the sad that we see, the hurt that we feel,
Yes.
and
Yes.
to ask Him for something He will grant it us, and
Yes.
if we see everything He will grant us.
Yes. So it is important, brothers, that the Sunnah, whatever things that we do, we find in the Hadith, we just follow, inshallah. Right? Even kissing the black stone, right? There's no legislative merit. Even Umar bin Khattab was saying, oh, you're just a black stone. If I didn't see Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam kiss you, I won't kiss you. Right? So it is important to grab onto the Sunnah. Remember what the Prophet Muhammad said? Taraktu fikum amrayni lan tadillu ma tamassaktum bihima kitabillah wa sunnatin nabi. I'm leaving you 2 things. You will never be led astray if you hold on to them. This is the Quran and my Sunnah. Right? So
You think it was a
hold
pillar
on
of
to
Islam,
each
the way that people go.
sorry?
You think it was a pillar of Islam to kiss the stone, the way people.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. Somebody was grabbing on people. Somebody lost the bags twice and found again. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Next one, right? Number 12. So do you understand about those 2 sitting positions? Only for the ones with 2 tashahud. So not Fajr, not Jum'ah, not Sunnah. Yep. Next one, placing the hands on the thighs with the fingers together between the 2 prostrations. And in the tashahud, except that in the latter, the pinky and the ring finger. So this like this, right? And for the love of God, be disciplined. No, I won't expose your sins. Right? That means your hand should be here. I saw somebody people put your hands here. You just need to be put on your thigh and be disciplined, isn't it true? Because you're facing Allah. Yeah. So very important to not to move your hands around. This is a final picture of the Albanians coming. Alhamdulillah.
Right on time, huh?
Right on time. Okay. The last one is number 13 is turning to the right and the left and saying salam. This is a sunnah. Okay. Questions? Yes.
In Indonesia, we start to raise the finger when we say Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah.
Yeah.
When should we raise the finger? In the beginning?
If you read the prayer book from Sheikh Abani rahimullah, what's the name?
The Prophet's Prayer.
The Prophet's Prayer.
Right.
Right.
The Prophet's Prayer described.
Described, yes. It's a very good book, right? And it described about you should lift up from the beginning right to the end, inshallah. right? So yes,
Sheikh Saleh Al Fawzan said that it's actually like when you say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. That's when you put it up, according to Fawzan.
okay. This is difference in opinion, but that's why I didn't correct you. I didn't, but that is the opinion of Sheikh Habani and all this. Yeah.
Moving the finger.
Yeah, you put the finger.
Why do you move the
Vibrating,
fingers?
the hadith says vibrating.
Not
It was
the.
like it was vibrating. You see some people
Not
doing this whole
the.
thing
Just
all
a
the
little bit, right?
Yeah, the hadith doesn't even say it was moving. It was like vibrating, kind of.
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
shaking.
just a bit. Yes, just a little bit.
Like
Right.
this.
Why do you vibrate the finger? Yeah, to slap the shaitan.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. Yeah, yeah.
Hadith.
Right.
There's a hadith.
Yeah. Yes.
Some people.
Yes.
Sometimes me, like, because if I drink a lot of coffee,
It's not a fart,
this
yeah.
happens automatically.
Yeah, me too. I just hold my finger straight. And
So Allah has already put your fitrah on your finger.
It's a reward.
Alhamdulillah.
It's not hard, is it?
Sorry?
To do this.
That's not far.
No.
No.
Only when you have to do when you do tahiyyat and then you do Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. That's when you actually do it, yeah?
You raise up the finger.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Yeah.
It's not hard, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah.
So, I think in the book you said about prayer, it says to circle your finger, right?
Yeah. I think we shouldn't be too particular about this.
It's one of the most.
Yeah, just
things
move a
everyone-
little bit is enough.
The same with like if your hands here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now questions.
My friend does
Yes.
Oh, wow.
During Tarawih, I think.
Brothers. I guess.
During
Pulling the
Tarawih,
trigger.
sometimes the imam takes a long time during each movement.
Yes.
So should we read or should we say something? Or should
What do you
we-
mean?
For example, there ruku, but
Ruku.
really long.
Yeah.
Do you say anything or?
Yeah. Just repeat your Subhanallah al-Azim.
Or make dua.
No, make dua.
No,
No.
in
No
sujood,
ruku. Yeah, no ruku.
Yeah, you can't make dua during. those-
No ruku.
in
No dua
sujood,
at all.
no.
Yeah. Okay. This is quite particular about this hadith. No, don't make dua in ruku.
So there's a hadith of Ali, and he
Yeah.
was making dua in
Yeah. It's very specific about this, so don't make dua in ruku. Okay, let's go through the positions, inshallah, right? So when you stand in your prayer, let's say congregation prayer, where do you fill up the rows first?
from the right to the left.
Behind the imam, and then you spread out.
Yeah.
Oh, from the center, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so the sunnah is to go to the center first and finish the right first,
Yeah.
then center, finish the left, then go to the second row. Not the other way. Again, the Asians, right? Always do it from the right side and all this.
But then there's certain masjids where
Imam is not a center.
you know what I mean? They're very horizontal, so they're not bang in the middle. It's like the khatib is in the corner.
Yes.
So because of that, you've only got a very few to the left and you've got the majority to the right.
Yeah, but in that case, I think, right, the center is the center of the mosque.
Oh, not the center of the.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense, right? I understand, so because some of the mosques are like that.
Yeah, because
I think in Good Street Mosque also, I think it's towards the left.
Any mosque that's in a church usually because
Yeah, I think in general, just the center of the
There's some that are
mosque.
That was a
stuck
former
in the
church.
That's
corner,
better.
And then they just pray in that corner where the khatib is, and then they follow from there.
Yeah. It shouldn't be the way. Yeah. So, secondly, in congregation prayers, inshallah, right? Try to make your row straight. Agree? And that's quite important because
Pros just need to be straight. What you don't want.
Allah loves straight rows.
Yeah, it's uniform.
That's what He
Allah
loves,
likes,
right? And I'm sure you heard about this, right? That Allah just loves straight rows, like the angels. Yes.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
and no gaps.
This is the third thing, right? That when you stand, right, the best position is, of course, shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet. Again, in donations, a lot of gaps also, right? In donations, a lot of gaps, right?
Personal space.
Sorry?
Personal space.
For your own qarin, right? For your own shaitan.
Yeah, you need to let shaitan come in.
You need to do the shahada to the shaitan, right? So, and this is where I think in Pakistan and Bangladesh are the same. There's so much gaps, and so you have to be careful because what happened to the gaps? Shaitan will go into the gaps, so you have to be careful in this. Next one, right? So let's go through the positions of the hands. Again, this is many people when they say Allahu Akbar, they do this. right? It is this. The palms, like this, right? The palms, not this, right? But this, right? At the ear level or the shoulder level, right? And Allahu Akbar, right? This and this, right? So it faces this way, right? Usually at the chest level is the most accurate. Where is
Don't
this or
grab your
this
cross
is
like
it's just a
some people.
sunnah. Yeah.
Just
Some
here.
people start grabbing that.
Right, yeah, this one at the chest level. And it's a sunnah to look down at your place of prostration, inshallah. Open eyes at all times, right? Your eyes are not allowed to close, agree? Not allowed to close unless kids are running around, your future kids are running around, not you, Yusuf.
Well, he's one as well, you know.
Okay,
But it doesn't invalidate, right?
sorry?
It's okay, I mean, it doesn't invalidate your parent if you close your eyes.
It's not, but that means you are completely stubborn upon the sunnah, right?
You're not doing the right way, huh? How are you?
Okay, so again, what does khushu'? Khushu' doesn't mean the position of the body, right? Which you can see people doing this. Khushu' is just from your heart and just be relaxed, right? The most important thing to be comfortable and to listen to the imam. What happens if you don't understand what the imam is saying? Can you say yourself what dua it is? That means I don't understand the imam is saying he's writing alif lam mim and all this, starting from al-Fatiha to Tarawih prayer. Can you say something in your heart to do tasbih and all this? No, just need to listen, inshallah, right? That's why you do need to quickly learn about this, because the more you memorize, inshallah, the more the words are familiar, right? You would know, inshallah, the meanings.
You know, you said about funding, you understand it. Let's say for someone who doesn't know Arabic, and the mom decides to throw it, for example, in terms of focus. Can you think, for example, when there's certain things you understand, let's say the Imam mentions Jahannam or the fire or Jannah, can you think in your head, ponder about those words?
You can, of course.
You
Yeah.
can,
You can ponder, yeah, but
Understand.
understanding. Think about it's about understanding, right? So you can, but try not to do it too long, right? You think people imam mentioned about hellfire, you think for 5 minutes, still we
Imam
mention
thinks
about
of Jannah.
paradise, still talking about hellfire.
Still burning.
still roasting. Yes.
You know, there's some places in the prayer where it's recommended to make dua, or like this, you know, for example, if you're doing tahajjud and you can make dua, can you make dua in English or in any other language? Or
You're talking about which position?
Any position. So generally, so like what position can you make dua in English or in other languages?
In sujood and all this, all the different positions. All the scholars agree on, all the major scholars agree on this. You can make dua in English, but you need to do the Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in Arabic.
You can also
Yeah.
recite some Quran du'as as well while you pray.
Which one?
From Surah Al-Imran, for example, contains du'as.
Yeah.
Yeah. ربنا فاغفر لنا.
Yeah, but it's not as easy because some people just become Muslim and or learn how to pray, so it's not as easy. Yeah. Yes.
So I've seen some people during Tarawih, they read the translation
Yeah,
along with the Imam. Are you allowed to do that? Like,
No,
you're not allowed to read the
you're only allowed to do the Arabic part. That just to revise. Yeah. So don't be careful about reading it, because the more you do that, the more you won't make the effort to learn Arabic and learn the.
You start becoming like the Christians and the Jews, they start holding the.
Yeah, and quite distracting for the people on your right and left usually, right? So do be careful in this. Yeah. So when they go to yes,
Yeah, you can also make dua during the last sitting, right?
yes, before you say a salam, yes, that's the best dua. Now we discussed many times, brothers. There is actually not a sunnah dua at all after salah. You never seen Prophet ﷺ stayed behind make dua after salah. And yet Indonesians, many people, they make dua. Worst thing, they make dua in congregations, right? There's no such thing in any authentic hadith, right? But if you want to make dua, well, because I forgot to make dua, yes, you can do it, of course, nothing wrong. But you shouldn't do it, because I saw everybody, or no, many people after say salam automatically raise up your hand. It's automatic. Yeah.
Yeah, and then kiss the floor as well.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Yes.
So some people think it's like, I heard someone say to me, I was praying in my school, and it was like some Bangladeshi guy was like, if you don't make dua right after the thing, your prayer will be like invalid.
You told him that.
No, that is the worst advice, right? The best dua is always in the salah. right? So always remember this. Doesn't mean everybody is doing it. That means doesn't mean they're right. And the worst thing is say Amin, Amin, Amin. If just for the Imam, right? Even the Imam say, Ya Allah, we have sinned. You say Amin, right? So all these things I've seen it during the Tarawih prayer. Yeah. Other questions? Yes.
Which one better to make dua within the salah or before the salah? I mean before iqamah.
Yes, that's also one of the best times to make dua in between adhan and iqamah. Right, it's one of the best times in the authentic hadith. Right, so you can do before the iqamah or during the salah. It's much better than doing after the salah. Okay, but of course there is also a hadith in which if any one of us are in after the salah, we remain in that state and we are remaining making adhkar and all this. What happened? The angels will continue to make ask for your forgiveness and all this, will send blessings until you move from that position. Right? So it doesn't mean that there's no dua quickly. No, stay in that position, do your adhkar. There's a lot of adhkar to be done, right? What do you do after? What's the first thing Prophet do after the salam? Astaghfirullah 3 times. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam tabarakta ya dal jalal wal ikram. They can do anything, right? Many things. If you do the Maghrib and Fajr, there is a sunnah to say your what? Ya lahul mulku wal hamd yuhyi wa yumiit wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir 10 times. A lot of reward with that, right? So many things you can do in the adhkar. The kursi 3 times in Fajr and Maghrib, the rest is once. And then, yes, all this. Not 31. No.
Make it 100, I thought.
Hold on.
Explain. You need to give me the dalil.
Now, you know when you recite Subhanallah 33 times?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah 33 times, Allah 33 times, and La ilaha illallah and all this, right? That is specifically for the after Salah.
Yeah.
But when you recite Allahu Akbar 34 times, it's specifically before you sleep. So you need to differentiate that.
Okay.
Yes, and the reward is different, right? So a lot of reward, subhanAllah. So you need to differentiate between that. But sometimes, of course, when I teach the new Muslims, I just do the 34 times. Just do it first, right? Because it's quite difficult for people, I'm sure you know, right? To start reciting more things. Quite difficult.
Easy, yeah.
So focus on the obligatory things first in the Salah, then focus on others after they have conquered or they mastered the Salah, inshallah. Another questions? Yes.
What's the best position of the feet each other?
The feet?
Yeah. The feet each other. Yeah, like.
Between you and your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as long as you.
This one or this?
Well, it's quite uncomfortable. No? The worst thing that happened to me was that I had some problems on my left knee. There's some growth, whatever it is, and the person stuck the feet is so painful, right? They insist to get to from the front to the back, right? If you're able to do it, alhamdulillah. But if not, just touching a little bit is fine.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, because it's so uncomfortable. But it's better to touch than not to touch.
Feet to feet.
Feet to feet, yes, is the best ones.
For your feet, yeah.
Okay, questions? Okay, so from here, right, you record when you say Sami Allah is this, right? It's not this.
Why do people do that?
Because they think they're so smart. Because making dua is this, right?
Yeah.
So they think we can do something like this. So it's not this, it's this, right? You get palm facing the qibla, straight, no gaps. That is, right? And then either you do this or some people do. Yeah, it's up to you, right? And then you go to how do you go to prostration? Can you demonstrate? Is it hands first or knee first? This is always a debate.
Albani says hands first in Prophet's prayer, and also
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think, yeah,
Imagine dropping down to your
of course,
knees.
Albania is the best.
Where is the?
Except the drug beat.
Go like that, and then down.
Yeah, do you understand? Okay, one more time, sorry. Sorry?
Feet first. How does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Some people do. As far as your knees.
That's why the program.
Sorry?
Sufis. What
I think both are correct.
They drop onto their
Yeah.
knees first.
So hold on.
They're like this and this and like this and just like belly flop down and just drop down. It's painful.
I think, brothers, I think both are correct. Right, so don't need to quarrel about this.
What about this?
Because they're saying, right? Oh, don't do like the camels do. But some camels do
Yeah, just drop
another
off.
way. See, true, there are two different kinds of I don't know. I thought it was the thing first, but again I think about it, actually camels do the other way, the knee first. So anyway, Both are correct, inshallah. But
What about this? When you go, for example, Allah Akbar. Is correct? Or just Allah Akbar?
yeah, correct. Second one.
Yeah, see, Pakistan is boleh sama.
Yeah, they put their hands to the side and then they
It's not me, yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. Okay.
They were all this way.
Yeah, let the hands drop and swing for a bit, and then they bring them up.
Okay. So all the positions are clear, isn't it true?
Or sometimes you ever see people they do
Now,
look up,
okay.
like-
Sorry. Can you demonstrate the sujood, please?
No, I'm not doing this again. It's his time now.
Do sujood.
Sujood. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yes, I will.
The correct way to do sujood.
Yes. The correct way to do
Take out your shoes.
Why?
So we can see.
So you can see your feet.
Yeah, the correct way is
The feet together,
Yeah.
like so.
And then what he's done to that.
Okay. One thing wrong.
what's wrong?
The toes?
Your toes should be facing the this way, facing the qibla.
What do you mean?
Break
The
them.
toes.
Yeah, like push your feet down a bit.
Like so, isn't it? Look, like this.
Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
you should put it.
More.
Yeah,
more
like
like
that.
that.
Yes.
There we
Feel
go.
this.
According to your ability, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Exactly correct.
How about the back position?
Sorry?
The back position. You
You have
can
to
be
bring the
straight.
floor
The
down.
back.
The back position, yes. What do you mean?
Yes.
Should it be straight?
No, no, not it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's not rukuk yet straight.
Oh, yeah.
Not this one.
So not like you have like 4 hands.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the truth, right? Whether a lot of scholars they say whether male or females they are the same, right? They shouldn't differentiate because it is no, it's not. And females shouldn't put the arms on the floor also, right? Like a dog. Yes.
Wait, so are we split? So what he just done? Do you like to put his forearms on the floor?
No,
No,
raise
no.
up, raise up. Yes, that is very important to raise up.
And bring your feet together too as well.
And your
Don't have your
heels,
feet wide. Yeah,
your heels
are wide.
together, not.
It also demonstrate the back position. Some people go like this. So spread out your back, for example.
Yeah, so
Straight,
your thighs and your
Don't go like
chest
this.
should be spread out.
Don't go like this.
Yeah, with your forehead on.
Can you go forward?
Yeah.
Don't go like that. So spread out. So hold on, let me see. Let me correct you.
What, sorry?
Okay, I was just wondering what.
Now, you do it.
But good home, yeah?
No, maybe. So there should be a gap here,
Okay.
right? They shouldn't close together. Right? There should be a gap here. Again, of course, it depends on the abilities. I think me and Bilal in the same situation. We have all these problems.
All
So,
I want to know is,
it
Chef,
depends.
What have you done to these three at the front? Because you put something in their tea.
What about?
All these front, these three at the front. They just get
No, I just had the gum, but not nothing more.
I think he spiked all three of you lot like that.
Okay. Now, any questions so far? Is it useful today?
Yes.
Right, that you know exactly, inshallah, as best as you can. But if you think that you're wrong, brothers, for the love of God, change. Right? The more you follow the sunnah, the more reward you get, the more you get Allah's love and forgiveness. According to that surah. Yes.
Sisters pray differently to us, don't they? Right?
They shouldn't.
No, it's the same.
Okay, so we do the same.
Yes, the same. Yeah, they shouldn't be
Sometimes
different.
I've seen sisters.
But he
They
means
put their
like
hands
this.
like
They
flat.
do like that. That's what he means.
Yeah, they put their hands flat too. They're like they do that. You should. You
Is
shouldn't do
there,
that. You should grab it.
I mean, but how they should.
No, they're different.
My wife
Different.
was doing that for a while, and I.
No, you can do this, or do this. Up to you. You can do this also.
But like you should grab it. You should grab it. You shouldn't be like just.
No, not like that, but like this is okay.
Like,
No,
yeah, no, that's okay.
because
As
of the
long as
Yeah.
you're grabbing, as
Yeah.
long as you're grabbing.
Because of the bottom, they pray on top like that, don't they?
Yeah.
That's how we-
But what's wrong with doing this then? Being flat?
You should grab it.
That's facts.
What, is there a hadith to say that we grab it?
No, it's either this or this. It's up to you.
So if what I'm doing here, is that alright?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
So on Juma prayer, what I find in London, since I was in London, I'm in London, so we need to share space with others, so we don't have spaces, we don't have much space for doing sujood stuff. So we should utilize.
Oh yeah. Correct. Yes. I think inshallah it depends on the space,
Okay.
right? Juma is quite different
They tell you
because
like,
they
move
need
the
to move
rows
up because
forward
they
too.
need people to accommodate
You
everybody.
make raccoon and someone's bum.
Yeah. Any more questions, Muhammad? Clear?
Yeah, when you make
The heels to touch, the heels to touch, and the toes when you point out you should bend a bit.
Point
Yeah.
not north, point.
Because some people I see they lift up the, don't lift up
Or they
the
put their
feet.
feet backwards like that.
Yeah, or they separate the feet.
People that have bad feet or bad.
But of course, brothers, as important as it to follow the sunnah, most important, of course, is to have your khushu', right? And not be so nitty-gritty about this, and then you are so focused on the rituals that you forgot that, well, the function of the prayer it is to worship Allah, right? So that means you still prioritize is to understand what you are saying, right? And of course, I think the most common mistakes is that after a person pray, you've never checked or reflect what improvements have I made in terms of the deen. You just take it, okay, that I'm done my duty. It's not a ticking of boxes. It's a matter for you and I to look at yourself. Well, I've done my prayer. Have I done more sins or less sins, or I'm still the same? If you are still the same, that means you have done sins here and there. Something must be wrong with your salah. As we talked many times, Allah said, "Inna salata tanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkar." The prayer will prevent immoralities and disobedience to Allah. Surah number 29, verse number 45. Right? That means Allah promised us what? That Allah will remove our bad habits, our bad deeds, and all this. If you are still finding after this, after salah, you are still cheating, you're still lying, and you're still doing corruptions, you're still bullying others, you're still backbiting, something must be wrong with your salah. For sure. Right? That means you need to correct several things. For example, your khushu' is not as easy as you think it is. Right? So in the prayer, for example, what happens if we have was in our head in all this?
Spit down to the right hand. Dry spit.
Osama?
Turn to the
left. Turn to the left.
My fault. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Turn to the right.
Left. No, I know it's left. I'm dyslexic. Okay.
Left, right? And you say, and spit, dry spit 3 times. Yeah. If you need to go to the toilet, what do? Then you go to the toilet. It is according to the hadith, right? Your prayer may not be accepted if you are praying in a state of, I don't know, of urgent.
But if you have stomach issues, that's different story, yeah?
What's it?
If you have stomach issues, right?
Yeah, of course. But if you want to go to the toilet or other number 1 or number 2, you need to go quickly. Break your salah and go to the prayer, because how you cannot have khushu'. Yes.
How do you break salah? How do you leave salah?
Let's go. Let's go. And remember the sutra is the imam, so you do not need to be careful. Just go to the side.
Oh, then everyone's a follower. Who next leaves?
Sorry?
Somebody, if the imam leaves, then somebody just takes.
You just have to wait for it.
From behind. No.
I seen them do that in KRC. The imam left, everyone just stood there.
No, somebody needs to. That's why it's supposed to have like 5 hafid or the people who are behind are supposed to go and start reciting.
Because the majority that follow Shafi, they're
Shafi, who's that?
Shafi.
Imam Shafi.
I know I'm Shafi. Which mosque?
KRC.
Really, I'm surprised.
No, because the original was a Somali masjid. It was
Okay.
So if you look, the main imam is who? Somali. Jamal ibn Nasir. Now, because the majority of them follow the Shafi fiqh, they can't go from a follower to a leader.
What?
In the Shafi fiqh, you can't do that.
Never.
You can't do that. The only one who do that is who? The Hanafi.
Who?
Hanafis.
Now, who said that you cannot follow the imam?
You just have to wait 20 minutes.
No, who said that you cannot follow?
Sorry?
Who said you cannot replace from the ma'mum become imam?
Because the imam went to the toilet,
yes.
Everyone sat there and waited, right?
Yeah.
Instead of someone just push up ahead and start following,
yeah.
They waited till he came back.
Why?
That's
I've never heard it. Because
no, because of the Shafi fiqh. That's
no,
what they said.
because no.
I need the dalil.
Hold on.
Start from where he left.
No, hold on. Yusuf, in my part of the world, all of us are Shafi. We have never done this before.
Seriously?
I've never seen it before.
No, I saw it one time.
Somali Shafi.
You've seen it one time, it's different, but perhaps it's just opinion. You have to be careful, right? Doesn't make sense. I told you right when I was praying Fajr in one of the mosques in the
and you were in sujood and somebody
and the imam was in sujood and he left.
And
Imam was in sujood and he left. All of us were in sujood, no?
No, but that's what the Shafi say even if you can't go from follower to leader, but
No.
you could go from leader to follower or something.
No.
But then if you step out, then how can they, like, so if you go to lead
I'm sure you have come across, right, in your mosque in Indonesia? Ever come across in Indonesia?
No, never.
Oh, your mosque so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some sorry?
What's the hadith of the time of Prophet this happened where one Sahaba?
Yeah, that is why it is important for those standing behind the Imam are those who not just Hafiz, perhaps know the Quran a lot.
Also,
Right?
it's also recommended, like, they should know what's being recited. Like,
Yes.
say,
So
like,
they can
maybe their
correct-
mom should let them know I'm going to recite.
And,
this.
and correct correctly.
So that they don't.
That's about it.
Let's say it happens like what happened in Saudi in Mecca where Mahr al-Mawaqi he painted.
Yeah.
But in that case, you see, it's not.
They're gone.
Yes, you can't.
See, we bring from
It's just his body's collapsed and somebody just sat there on top of him.
Elmi, they bring maybe from Irshad to Tahajjud. They're standing there doing nothing. Okay, so anyway, any other questions? Yeah, what is the sunnah when you leave the prayer in order to go toilet? What must you do?
Just leave.
No.
You just said just leave.
No, there's that one thing you must do.
Make salams or what?
Wait for the answer.
You have come across
Oh,
this.
tell the person.
No. Brothers, besides leaving the prayer because you want to go to the toilet, what else should you do? Pretend you have a nosebleed, right? This is in hadith. Have a nosebleed and then you just go. Yeah, because you don't want to embarrass yourself. You
That's
have
only the Hanafis.
sorry?
But you
That's
can
the Hanafis.
also
No.
If the Hanafis have the nosebleed, they'll leave, but all the others will keep continuing.
Because they say blood invalidates.
Oh, Hanafis.
Which
Yeah.
is so untrue because I've seen a story of like a Sahabi getting a shot with
Yeah,
an
but
arrow.
this
while he was
hadith is
praying.
authentic,
He just removed
you know,
the arrow.
so-
He just removed the arrow and then kept praying or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because of the khushu.
Yeah.
How about you realize you haven't got to do in the middle of the prayer?
Was or really no wudu?
Really, you haven't got to do.
Then break it.
Okay.
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay, good.
Sorry, everyone.
But good question, brothers. If I'm not sure whether I have wudu or not, and the prayer hasn't started, what do I do?
Back to the previous condition. If we conduct wudu, it means we have wudu.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
not
depends
sure,
on your
then
conditions.
Yeah.
But for example, alhamdulillah, I've always been in my wudu. Always, alhamdulillah, most of the time, right? So I know that if I break my wudu, I will immediately do my wudu. So in that case, that means I have doubt, that means no, I have not broken my wudu. Even though you may have broken your wudu, but you stick onto that
There's also the
original
hadith
things.
about like if you pass gas or like while praying or something like. The Prophet say like if there's no sound or smell or something,
Yes.
yeah, then
Yes.
then
Yeah. Yeah, sorry?
It's hard to do no smell. Maybe no sound though. No
It's okay, I got blocked nose all the time, so I cannot smell. Brothers, any questions?
How if in the condition we can hold our was like I need to go to the toilet, but
But it's not so urgent.
Okay.
No, it's not, but not so urgent, eh?
Not so urgent. We are sure we can hold it until Salah.
Yeah.
Is it going to continue?
That's fine. Yeah. But sometimes you always think about this, no?
So that's mean the was.
Yeah. Okay. Other questions? Done? Now is okay. We finish tomorrow, inshallah. Don't be late. It's 2 o'clock. Right, going to be Asar first, inshallah. There's a lot of programs for tomorrow. I did. If you open up your mail, I did this morning.
What's going on tomorrow?
In my house, inshallah. Yeah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those whom we will be pleased with on the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our deeds. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our sins. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help those who are suffering in Palestine and give them back their lands. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the shaheed, those who have died in the Palestine in all these weeks and all these months and all these years. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jannatul firdaus. Wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa assalamu alaikum walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakumullah khair. We'll see each other tomorrow inshallah in the class. Yeah.